Hey, sorry about the late drop on this puzzle. Whoever was in charge of MoYu and sending it over kind of slipped up a bit, so I got a little bit late. But nevertheless, we have the Super WeiLong. Now, if you don't know, this cube is about $90. Let's talk about why this cube might cost $90 and if it's worth it at $90. You get a bag and a box. You get a big box, you get some watch straps that look like Apple Watch straps. You get a box with a crazy tensioning device, your cards, solution packet, and the puzzle. And is there anything else inside of here? Nope, that is it. A bunch of stuff about it. There's two versions of this. There's an 8 magnet ball core and a 20 magnet ball core. And just with the math, 8 magnets has to do with the corners having magnets, while the 21 has, or the 20 magnet one, has repelling magnets in the edges. With that said, I've tried cubes with and without that are the same model. I usually can't tell a single difference, and I know people who prefer the 8 magnet one often. How do I remove this? Oh, a little button there. There we go. Okay. A couple things about it. Let's talk about the size of it. Under 54.5 millimeters. This is a tiny puzzle. This is smaller than the Tornado version 2. It looks like the exact same size as the WRM. What was the most recent one? Not the Super. The V9. There we go. The V9. This feels a bit like the V9. We've got tension system on the inside is the exact same we've seen, even the one on the WeiLong version 9. No adjustments of edge magnets. Corner magnets can adjust similar to what GAN does with the slider. Just keeps on going. Oh, that is so difficult to see what it says. As you go to a higher number, the magnet shrinks back in. So 1 is undoubtedly the strongest. There you go. Yep, there are 8 settings. Ball core has the magnets. So basically this is exactly like the V9, but with some magnet adjustment settings. In the corners, very dry out of the box. Fast. Seems a little bit lighter. Let's see what SpeedCube Shop says about the weight of it. Also, it says it's going to ship between December 11th and 22nd, so hopefully you all get it before the holidays. Oh, looks like the 8 magnet one is ready to ship. So 20 magnet one, not 8 magnet one, yes. Let's see here, this says 70 grams, and let's see what the V9 said. 67 grams. So according to SpeedCube Shop, this is slightly heavier than the version 9. So very strong. Look at that. It gets just a little over 45 and it starts to pull on its own. Now, it's also really fast, and with lubrication, you can slow it down a bit, which is probably what I'll do anyways. Let me do a solo and we'll talk about this. Looking from behind the camera too. Can't really see too well. There we go. Partially blocked. Okay. What you're getting with this is essentially the version 9. Now it feels a little more blocky, like a little more stable, but that might be the stronger corner magnets on that stronger setting, because that is quite a strong setting here. So with adjustable magnets, you're getting a version 9 WeiLong for about $40 some more expensive, $45 more expensive for corner adjustment settings. Did the WeiLong used to have corner adjustment settings? Let's look that up for a second. Okay, so unless I'm crazy and just missing something, the 2021 WeiLong, you could get a magnetic core added by like a custom SpeedCube Shop kind of thing. And with that, they're charging $37.95. And it had adjustable magnets. They're adjustable in the edges, not the corners. So yeah, about $50 more for this new version. I guess you get UV coating with it. Here's what you need to know. Just the overall review of this is it is a small puzzle, 54.3 millimeters. It is glossy in the fact that it's UV coated, but it feels similar to just glossy plastic to me. It's a little bit bubbly, a bit more stable than the V9 felt on the highest magnet settings, which is what I like. Adjustment tensions here are what they have been. I usually do praise them. We've got 9 magnet adjustment settings for the compression, and then just a screw, which you have technically infinite amount of settings there. And you do have corner adjustment, which is adjustable through a turn. It's actually pretty easy to turn, so I'm wondering if this could ever just turn on its own, or if it would be fine and not happen. If I like these puzzles, which I do. My first ever competition, I used a MoYu WeiLong Mini, which was about this size, a little bit bubblier than this, definitely corner twisted a lot more. So if I like these puzzles, which I very much do, yeah, I would like to use this. I might even use this for a competition of all the other puzzles that are out there. It does absolutely nothing new. I'm corner adjustment, that's nice. I guess, you know, that gives it, I don't know if it's safer than the edge adjustment settings or people just tend to like it more. It definitely, yeah, that's a huge pull, which is kind of cool. Doesn't really do too much when solving though, because no one's really just like letting it go, waiting and doing the next turn. So that sort of self-align doesn't really do a whole lot. It's not bad, but it doesn't do a whole lot. It helps stabilize it a bit. It's fairly light, dry out of the box. It'd be nice if it, you know, with that much space left in the packaging, look at that. Give me some lubrication to put in this. Now I have more than enough. I've got some Speed Cube Shop, Cosmos and Jack-o'-lantern and all that fun stuff. You do not need a watch strap. That definitely, this beats out the second now, what I'm going to consider the second worst tool ever given in cubing, which was from a MoYu package, the original WeiLong GTS. It was a tool to break in your puzzle, and it would hold, it was 2 plastic pieces that would hold it at like a slight angle like this, and you would just do that. I'm not even gonna wear this. Don't do that. Okay, if you have $90 to spare, get it. 8 magnet one seems fine. When the 20 magnet one comes out, I guess I'll check that out, see, compare it. But if you want to save like $45, get the version 9. If you want to save over $50, get the WRM 2021, which is a little bit more stable. And Speed Cube Shop has a magnetic core. I'll have a link to it in the description. So you can save about $50 and get a puzzle that will feel near identical to it. You could spend extra money on damage protection, gift wrapping, lubrication, PVC coating with the exo shields, and it's still gonna be cheaper. I don't know how much it costs to produce a puzzle, but I do know that the WeiLong, or the Next Cube, has very similar types of plastics and production, and it is just a couple bucks. I can't tell you what to do with your money. I'm expecting more if I'm going to pay more though, and that's not watch straps. Give me something useful, lubrication. Or here's one thing too, a tool that actually adjusts this. I mean, I guess this set center and yeah, I like the puzzle. I would pay $30 for this. It still needs setup. It still needs lubrication. I wish there was edge adjustment magnets. I mean, corner's fine, but I would like some more just to feel like there's a click here. Yeah, where's the MoYu bag too? We used to get bags with them. Like, I want to be supportive. When companies send me puzzles, I feel like I'm slightly obligated to give it a fair shot and speak about it objectively. When a cube store sells puzzles, they're often trying to sell puzzles. Like, Cameron's pretty straightforward about puzzles. He's definitely knocked some things in videos, but the amount that people might be hyping this up, and I'll tell you, I've not watched really anything, but I see people wearing them as watches and trying to be cool, crazy with it. The amount that people are trying to hype it up is nonsense. The YS3 with the ball core is $25.95. You can't adjust those tensions or the magnet strength, but the exact same tensioning for the core as well as the elasticity, I guess. Exact same there. That's just the only difference for 25 bucks. And is that UV coated? Oh no, UV coated is $36.95. Okay, $36.95 instead of 90, or to be fair, $85.95, something like that. I try to be very objective with it. And I try to say, here's the good things about it. And the good things are, I like it. I really do, and it's something that I would use. I just cannot get over this price. I'm curious what sales are gonna be like with this. Is it going to actually just sell like crazy because people think it's the greatest thing out there? Or is it going to not sell really much of anything because it's $90? I don't feel like I'm saying anything really bad by just saying the price multiple times. And to be fair, it's just under $90, but that's before tax and possibly shipping. I'm not really saying anything crazy. It's just that needs to be taken into consideration. If this was $25, I would say everyone needs to get it. If it was $35, I'd say, you know, use your judgment. This is similar to why I don't often promote a lot of GAN products. It's just unreasonable and not helpful to the community. Wow, this is a sad video. Well, if you got money to spare, it's on sale now at SpeedCube Shop. I'll put a link in the description. Use discount code SCR to save at checkout and help support the channel. I'll put a link to pretty much everything else I mentioned as well that I think you should check out. I'll put prices in the description. So if you didn't watch this far and you just checked the description, you still got a lot of that information. Let me know your thoughts on this. Am I being too sad about this whole situation? This is insane. And I really hope the other companies do not start following suit with this. I know they have a business to run. I can disagree with it.